An exasperated Megyn Kelly wants Meghan Markle to stop referring to Prince Harry as "my husband," claiming the Duchess is only doing it for attention on her podcast. Kelly, 51, didn't hold back during the latest episode, where she criticized the Duke and Duchess of Sussex for ripping on the royals to whom they owe, literally, all of their fame and most of their fortune. Kelly was irritated by Markle's repeated use of the term "her husband" to refer to Harry. "They finally bagged the gorilla," she stated on Tuesday's program. "You've caught the big bear, and you want everyone to know it." The episode of Meghan and Harry's podcast Archetypes, in which she praised Harry's parenting skills, was the target of the criticism, saying, "Oh, my husband. He's great." Markle, 41, stated on Tuesday's show in response to a question about whether or not Prince Harry helped out with the parenting. She continued to explain that Harry assists in the chaotic morning "get Archie" downstairs while she prepares breakfast. "I make breakfast for all three of them. It's very important to me. I love doing it," Markle said on her podcast. In addition, Kelly insisted that the future Duchess was lying when she said she had never done any research on the royal family before meeting Prince Harry. "I never looked up my husband online," Markle told Oprah at the time. "I just didn't feel the need to, because everything that I needed to know, he was sharing with me, or everything we thought I needed to know, he was telling me." Kelly was speaking with Christopher Anderson, who laughed when he said Meghan was familiar with the royal family like every other young woman. She, like every other young woman that age, they were all in love with the royals. "There are pictures of her at the gates of Buckingham Palace when she was a teenager," the author said. "Let's get real, there's always that eligible bachelor," Kelly agreed. "For my age, it was John F. Kennedy Jr., for her age it was Prince Harry. She was a liar, that's really what we're both saying. She lied about it, she lied." Kelly also took issue with the Sussexes' disturbing interview with Oprah, including the purportedly racist assertions. Although they both declined to disclose who suggested it, Meghan and Harry stated in their interview that a family member had wondered what skin tone their child might have while Meghan was pregnant. Anderson asserted that the discussion took place prior to the couple's announcement of their engagement, not during Markle's pregnancy. Charles and Camilla were wondering about the potential appearance of the grandchildren if they were to become grandparents. "Obviously, you have two very attractive people here and, gee, I wonder what color their eyes will be, what their hair would be like. You know, this kind of thing." It was something I would say was relatively benign and witnessed by several people and then spun into something toxic. Anderson went on to say that men in gray who operate the monarchy behind the scenes may have misinterpreted the conversation by the time it got back to the couple. "It was a game of telephone, let's put it that way," Anderson told Kelly. Kelly said the conversation between the now king and his wife shouldn't be considered racist. "You're just curious about how your baby's gonna look," she said. "A negative judgment attached to a darker skin would be racist, but just wondering, that's not racist." Anderson, a grandparent himself, said he too speculated what his own would look like and said the Sussexes, jumping to that conclusion, was pretty irresponsible. Kelly and Anderson also compared Charles's past to Harry, and insinuated that the son should know that his dad is not a racist. "Everybody remembers Harry's past. I mean, he had trouble with the drugs he had when he was a teenager. You know, the tabloids had a field day with that. He wore the Nazi uniform to a costume party. He said some things people interpreted as being anti-Muslim to some army buddies. Harry had previously been repeatedly escorted out of bars when intoxicated, according to Anderson, but Charles never wavered. He supported Harry and helped him out when he needed it. Harry would not be exiled," Anderson asserted. "It's unfortunate that Harry was unable to recall that aspect of their connection." Kelly further slammed Meghan, saying, "Meghan wants us to care about what title her kid gets, but we don't. They're still complaining about it, too."